Hello, everyone. It's Mary Jo Snyder. Welcome to my Let's Caffeinate and Create Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m. Craft time. I have not had enough time to really get myself organized and acclimated for my crafting today. And I need to do something with this because it's just horrible. So, anyway, I want to welcome you and thank you for being here. And I hope that you are joining me here live. If you are here and catching the replay, thank you so much for being here as well. I'm so honored and blessed that you have taken time out of your day to enjoy some creativity in my little corner of the world. So, join in and let's get creative. I do have some stuff to share as well as prize patrol. And I missed a prize patrol. And I think a big part of that was with technical difficulties, as well as not letting people know that after the fact, you needed to go back to YouTube and comment because my comments don't stay from the live stream. So if you're commenting during the live stream, hi, Robin, welcome on Facebook. If you're commenting on YouTube during the live stream, unfortunately, those comments do not stay. I don't know if there is a way for them to stay. That is going to be a question for a technology person because I am really not that inclined to have all that knowledge. Learning baby steps, right? Small bites. How to eat an elephant, small bites. If you've never heard that before, then yes. It is a thing. I think it's a book or something, but welcome all of you. And I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States in upstate New York in the Finger Lakes region. And I just love to craft. I love coffee. I love crafting. I've had plenty of coffee today, so we're just going to hold off and have some more later when I need something really warm and toasty. Well, it'll be great right now. I just cranked up my heat. I just got home from church and I feel so um it is a true blessing walking in and being a part of um, worship at this church. And it really, every time I am there, and it's not like I've been a long time, I've gone a few times and it touches my soul in so many ways. And the Lord knows I need him. And obviously that is what has brought me into that church and with these people. And I'm just so grateful. So coffee is good. I too need more. Hello, Maggie. Yes, Robin, you can never have enough coffee. And actually, I am looking forward to share in the near future a scrapbook, handmade scrapbook I am making that is going to share a whole bunch of coffee loving and a lot of photos of me and my friends sharing coffee. And I do believe you and I had coffee together and a photo, a selfie, when we were on stage or backstage or something. We shared coffee together, and it was such a wonderful thing. I think might have been in Pittsburgh, honestly. So anyway, I have all my friends where we have coffee and it's going to go in my little personal album that I'm creating. And it was a product that is non-stamping up that was gifted to me by a friend. And I absolutely love the papers and the concept of creating this mini album for my love of coffee and friends that I have shared with. Going to church brings me just what I need at that moment. Amen. Seriously, I can't even tell you. I mean, all roads led me here, so here I am. But I'm going to get you pointed down and we're going to do some prize patrol, and then I'm going to explain all the goodies that are part of this prize patrol. Yeah, soon, very soon. I'm going to try and get that done and pictures printed and have it all complete. So it'll be really nice to have that memento of memory shared with others sharing coffee. So from family, friends, stamping friends, all the people out, that have touched me and been a part of my life that I've shared coffee with. So I look forward to filling up that little mini album with a couple of signature pages and tuck spots and all the fun things. So, all right, let's get you pointed down to my work area and hopefully we're in a good, well, we're kind of zoomed in. We're not zoomed in, but I'm going to see, hold your breath. I'm going to click over to another screen and try and zoom a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to click back in, and that's a little bit better. So thank you for your patience with that. So we have all the names of everyone that ended up saying Prize Patrol in my last video on Thursday. So we're going to spin this wheel, and one lucky winner, so long as they are in the United States, is going to win a lot of great stuff that is underneath my iPad right now, and I will share all that stuff with you. And that's because when I wanted to do a previous prize patrol, I was not able to because of not explaining. I think I got cut off, not explaining that you have to come back and comment. So all these comments are going to go for two prizes that I had in my stash, and obviously cards from Thursday. So this is going to be fun. So let's go ahead and hit that wheel. See who that winner is. Oh, on the line, Maggie. Maggie by a hair. Maggie, you are going to get the following stuff in your little mailing. So you're going to get this ink spot of the Shy Shamrock and one of those blocks that come in the kits. It's not the ergonomic blocks, but it's a kit collection or your very first paper pumpkin kind of block. You are going to get the 3 cards that we made from Paper Pumpkin. This was the Celebrate Spring February 2026 Paper Pumpkin Kit, and 3 envelopes that coordinate with those cards. And also, I forgot and I came across this. Let me move this other stuff out of the way. I came across this. This was supposed to be another prize. So you're winning all this good stuff. This was from It's a paper share of that beautiful, excuse me, Easter Joy designer series paper with the kind of there's some gold foiling, and it's kind of a glossy finish on one side and regular on the back on the other side. Lots of coordinating colors. So it's a half pack 12 by 12. You're going to get this awesome card that we created one weekend. And this is another card that we created from this wonderful, wonderful pack, as well as my Year of the Horse. This was my gift to everybody that went on the Simply Spoiled crafting cruise. So you're going to get this cute little horse, little decorative piece with this little saying as a memento. And just thank you for supporting my channel and my 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 love for stamping. So, oh, as well as my make and take that I had for my not my make and take, my swap for the Simply Spoiled retreat. So you are so welcome. So I'll get that in the mail, hopefully tomorrow to you. I know I have your address somewhere, but if I have any issues, and I'll put 2 envelopes in there for these as well. If I have any issues finding your address, I will touch base with you, but you will get a nice little gift from me. Um, just appreciate you and all of you actually that contributed comments during my broadcast and after. So Maggie, you can look forward to this coming in the mail for you. All right, so let's get that set aside. And it took me, I was not in tears. I was not in tears. Let's backtrack. I was struggling to find my paper for the, now I think I'm too zoomed in. Oh, here we go. I'll just move that over. The paper for the collection that I want to use this week. And what's such a bummer, so I'm not going to start this week. I'm not going to start this today. Well, I will. I'll make a couple of cards with it. So this is that handmade sweetness bundle. I think it's called homemade sweetness product suite. And so there's the stamps and dies, and we went through and kind of introduced those dies and the stamps before. And I hold tight. Let's see. I'm just going to get you on one social media platform so I can at least make sure that I am in view of everyone. So this is the stamp set and the dies, and we're going to use these to create projects throughout the week. And I will share those. Haha. Either in a video or little photos. So again, the paper is just yummy. So we have this sheet. I couldn't find my paper, so I was panicked. That's the back side. We have some yummy fruits in the back side of that. Of course, I love this journaling or making recipes in the back side of that, vice versa. This makes me a little dizzy. And the beautiful flowers here. I have done some stuff with this, and how many sheets is that? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's more. The spoons. Yes, the spoons. We got this. Hold on. My fingers. We got the spoons. Super cute. Reminds me of what movie is that? Wow, Beauty and the Beast. We've got hearts on the back. And then we have this beautiful gingham. Just so picnicky. And the ladybugs and daisies on the reverse side. So we have all these beautiful pieces here, and we are going to make some stuff. But I also want to share with you and introduce some, um, talk about being blessed on this Sunday. Amen. You're welcome. It's a blessing to be able to share as well. We're going to use this, and I believe, if I remember correctly, the gems I have to find and the ribbon. It's here. The ribbon is, I believe that, not sure. I'm gonna have to look in my catalog. It's not a catalog, it's online exclusive. I'm not sure, but welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here and watching. Appreciate you, and I'm grateful for all of you that have recently joined my YouTube channel as well as Facebook. I'd like to encourage you to share with your friends, and you don't necessarily, it helps with the algorithm. I'm going to just do my little spiel here. You can like, comment, and share. Subscribe to YouTube, but you can join my Facebook group and or my page, and I would truly appreciate that. Now, when you go to share, you don't necessarily have to share, but if you click the link to share and grab the link, it chalks it up as, oh, someone just shared your video. And of course, I would be grateful if you shared, because that means, you're inviting people to craft. And whether they're crafting with you or crafting with another demonstrator or just the love of crafting, um, it's not about that for me. It's not about the business part. It's about sharing, and I just want to reach so many people with my love for creativity. So it really is wonderful. And I encourage, if you have a demonstrator, if you find product here that you love, then please order from your demonstrator, because that just would be so meaningful to me, as well as to them. So let me just personally share this over to my group so that people over there that follow me on my group can watch as well. So here we go. All right, so I am on Facebook watching, making sure you can see everything. I'm going to set this aside for now. Um, excuse me. I don't know what the deal is with my, I get so thirsty when I'm out here. I had to turn my heat on. I am just so chilled. I think it's just because of the damp cold outside. Um, If you're not familiar with the product of the month, this is the March product of the month, and it's called Notes of Nature. And there's two-step stamping. You have the shading of the deer, the duck, the rabbit, the shading of the grass, this grass, as well as this kind of botanical floral image. It would shade under there. Especially for you, a little note of thanks, happiest birthday wishes. You can never have enough thank you cards and enough birthday cards. So it's a great set. You spend $75 in my online store. Not only do you qualify, and this is before tax and shipping, you would qualify for, seriously, hold tight. Y'all with me? Are y'all with me? The video had ended. Are you serious? This is so frustrating. All right, I know you guys are hearing me, and I hope I'm like keeping my mouth in order. It's unable to connect to my Facebook. We've reconnected to YouTube. How many of y'all still see me? I stayed connected because I didn't want to. All right, so I think I'm back live, hopefully. May not be on Facebook. I think it's still trying to reconnect, but I'm over here on YouTube and I'm just going to keep on going. If for whatever reason my I don't know why this is happening, but it's super super frustrating. Let me just fix something really quick. Oh, hold tight, friends. Let me know. All right, thank you. You're back on YouTube. I'm connecting to Facebook on my laptop, and we're going to see if that's going to open up the window for it to reconnect. It's saying it's unable to connect to Facebook, so hopefully people will hop on and come back over to YouTube. That's it, it's trying. I see it trying to feed and connect to Facebook, but here we are on YouTube. And as I was saying, um, this stamp set, if you spend $75 in my online store before tax and shipping, you can add this to your cart if it's still available for $5. The bonus in that is you also will receive a tutorial from, I'm a part of a tutorial group, and I think it was when I shared it to my page or my group. I bet that's exactly what happened. So we're going to go back there. Hold tight. I am so sorry. I think when I shared it to my Facebook group, that is when we lost all the things. So I'm just going to go into my group. I think because I'm trying to, I know exactly why that happened. Um, delete. I'll share it after. I think that's what happened. So let me see. I guess I won't do that again. Let me tell people to hop on over to YouTube. Sorry. But I figured out my issue. Just gonna post it and hopefully everyone sees that. Okay. Um Again, it probably paused. All right. So anyway, I'm not gonna worry about it. So you'll also get a tutorial from me if you make that purchase in my online store. And hopefully that see, I got so distracted. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right. It looks like we're streaming in both places now. No longer sharing my video to my group during my live stream because that is what threw me off. So there you go. It didn't like me trying to play games when I only pay for two social medias. So my page and my YouTube are the only things I can stream live to. and I will share from this point on over to my group once I'm done streaming. That is what happened. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. I had to turn things off and turn things back on. And as I was saying, $75 order in my online store. You can add this for $5 if it's still available as the product of the month. And you also would get the tutorial from 12 demonstrators, me being one of them, and 11 other amazing demonstrators. We do the product of the month tutorial, PDF tutorial for 12 amazing projects. And those of you that have already made that purchase in my online store, wonderful. And this is the card that I've made for this month. Cute little background, got that cute little duck. I've done some sponging, added some pretty stuff on the inside, and there you go. So that is my card for this month. Really super simple, but yet there's some wow factors there and some techniques. All right, now back to business. These are I don't think I've shared any of my recent purchases. So I'm going to do some little show and tell. This is the Capturing Smiles and the Capturing Smile dies. Loving the stamps. Of course, you know me. I have a love for photography. I'm not as good as I should be because I have slowed down. These stamps are a little bit bigger. Obviously, you can see this. They are a little bit bigger than the images on the front of here. But how cute is that? There's a camping background. There is a city background, a beach background, photo op, looking good moments. Love the smile. Everyday life's captured. We've got the cute little shutter for your camera, the lens, mini cameras, big camera. You can build your camera right here. And then let's go over here. Hold tight. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to watch myself on the screen. I can see you. I can see you commenting, so we're good. You can build your camera. This is like a Polaroid, and this is like a plain image or a plain square, so that you can add your own type of graphic inside there and make it look like you took those pictures. These pictures fit in this film strip, which is super cool, right? And you've got tags, your shutter, all these awesome elements. I'm just so in love with this. You know, if you are a fan of photography like myself, yes, everybody loves to use their camera on their phones to capture those quick moments. I love to grab my camera, which it had been a long time, but I love using my camera. I actually just did a photo session with some wonderful people for their save the date. I was very excited to pull my camera out and spend some time with some great people for a couple hours that are very close to my family. And I graduated with my daughter, and I'm just so blessed to have that opportunity. So it gave me it kind of sparked me. Um, I loved doing my photography business. It took a lot of time, and I can't wait to play with that because it's going to go great with some other things that I have in mind from my cruise and other experiences that I've had with traveling, like going to Maine and going to Vegas and just all the things that I've been blessed with being a demonstrator and the people that I've met, as well as family vacations that we've taken. So another thing I want to share with you is that we now have 12 by 12 vellum, and that is amazing, right? 12 by 12 vellum specialty paper, and it is item 167099, and you get 12 sheets. So I'm really happy about having vellum back, and this is like old news, but I found mine, and I don't think I shared it with you. I have some other shares. We have this beautiful, I'm hoping it's still in stock, lunar luster paper. It's specialty paper, and I don't think I've shared it with anyone. If I did, that's okay. We're playing a repeat. And it is kind of like the gray tones. I think that's all it is the gray tones. It's kind of like a silver lunar. There's 4 sheets. So I'm excited to use that. Kind of got the little bit of shimmer to it. And what else? There, and it is double-sided. So that's cool. I also purchased some more specialty paper, and I think I may have shared this previously. This is the Wood Grain Wonders 12 by 12. And I apologize if you go to look for this and it's out of stock or unorderable. This is 12 by 12 paper and basic beige, crumb cake, early espresso, and pecan pie. So, sure that's closed. You get early espresso and it's all wood grain and it's not really textured, but boy, does it look textured. And if you can get that, if you can see that, that's awesome. So you got basic beige. I must have used a sheet of this in something. You get 3 sheets of each color. Crumb cake. You can really see the wood grain on that one. So pretty. I'm a tree lover. So, and then there's pecan pie. So yeah, I must have used some early espresso on other things. So, or it's still stuck in there and I didn't grab it out. No. What did I use it on? Oh, I used it on that album, I think, my little mini journal thing with the Unbridled Beauty. So there's that. Item number 167428. Again, my apologies if they're out of stock. And this is a new pack of paper, which I'm sure you've seen others use, but I did not get excited about it until I knew one of the new in colors was in it. I mean, it's beautiful paper. It's crumb cake, gray granite, hydrangea hue, mossy meadow, secret sea, and bronze, and it's delicate dreams 12 specialty paper. We're gonna pull that out and take a look. And it's got those hints of bronze. You can see the foiling. Isn't that beautiful? So you have the foiling effect on one side and then just plain on the other, but it's got some pretty textures to it. I love it when the both sides of the paper can coordinate with one another. So there's that. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Just the bronze and the white. And then you have the gray granite on the back. This is gorgeous with the hydrangea hue. Oh, so pretty. Absolutely love it. You see that foiling? So pretty. That's gorgeous. So love that. You could cut those out and put them on the film strip. Right? This is nice. Secret Sea with some foiling flowers. You get those up close so you can see those flowers. Aren't they cute? And the back side. Oh, beautiful piece of paper. Oh yeah, loving the hydrangea hue. Can't wait to get the new in colors. We are able to pre-order come Tuesday. I'm probably going to have to hold off a bit, which will be very difficult, because I have special things going on this week and next, and want to make sure I have funds available. So, all right. So here is more of that pretty paper with touches of crumb cake in the background of those leaves. Very shimmery and pretty in the back side of that. Super pretty together. Isn't that gorgeous? So, and one more. You can't look at all that prettiness. Oh, just so gorgeous. I see this going in a scrapbook. We got some mossy meadow on the back. So beautiful together, aren't they? Gorgeous. So there's that a pack of paper that I had to get my hands on after I saw everybody using the new hydrangea hue. And I'm like, wait a minute. What happened there? I didn't see that. And this is available to you now if it's not out of stock. It's 167498. A couple of other things I'd like to share with you are some scrapbook pages that I put together the last time I went to retreat. And this is, I shouldn't be sharing these, but I'm going to. A lot of extra supplies when you do these scrapbook workshops. So these are layouts and they're two layouts, so it's a 2-page spread. And I try to focus on things that are going to work for a specific theme. I've been using bits and pieces of these scrapbook workshops. This one specifically is, I should tell you, and I have so many things left. This is the Currently Loving, and there also is a stamp set, hold tight, that coordinates. Let me just grab it. Again, if I'm repeating anything, my apologies. I just don't know where I've left off in my sharing of things. So this is currently loving, and it's a stamp set that coordinates with this scrapbook workshop. I love getting the scrapbook workshops for the traditional layout of scrapbook pages, but I also love taking elements that are left and either making cards or adding them to personal mini scrapbooks that I create like from scratch, which I'm so happy that I have found this new passion. If you're not familiar, you get all the elements to create these pages. They're just not required to stamp. If you want to grab the stamp set that coordinates, you can. It will help in maybe titling your pages or whatever the case is. But I changed up words and changed up a few things. But this will tell you on each piece of paper, there's glue all over everything. Uh, excuse me, a sip of water, excuse me. This will show you. My goodness. So you got that element with all the cut aparts on. It tells you how to cut things. So out of all of this here, I only needed these three pieces for my scrapbook page, and the rest of it I used this. So, you know, um, you cut these pieces out first, and then the rest you want this design for the other page. And it just gives you all the measurements. And then my tip for that, and one day I'm going to do one of these workshops online, and you all can join me. You can grab stuff and craft with me, whatever. If you happen to have it, I'll announce it ahead of time so that you can grab it. If you want to scrapbook with me, it'll be no fee. I'm just going to walk you through tips and tricks of how to use one of these kits. And more than likely, it will be the month of May towards the end so that you all can get your hands on a scrapbook kit um, in that month from the new catalog. So I'll try and get mine ahead of time and we'll go from there. So there's also going to be some new online exclusives. I don't know if you've all gotten the word, but Winnie Pooh is in the house. Oddly enough, um, and that's because the copyright for Pooh was that was lifted in someone told me 1971. I could be mistaken, but that's why you see Pooh everywhere, and it's really hard to get Mickey Mouse from certain like it's all copyright. So there's reasons behind it all, but I'm really happy to see that we have Pooh. Unfortunately, I just bought a pack, not unfortunately, but without knowing this in advance, I bought a product bundle from a 12 by 12 pack of stuff from another company because I never knew we would end up with having Pooh or any type of Disney stuff. So, and I need it for a specific gift. So, anyway, um, and it doesn't matter where I purchased it. I'm not an affiliate. I just needed it for my stash to make something. So anyway, here we are. You keep cutting and cutting, but I will share with you how to do all this stuff. And then from those pieces, you would put your pages together. Now, I veered off track a little bit, but it comes with instructions. If you have not used one of these before, there's usually a sheet of stickers or, other elements. Love that they have cut aparts and stuff like that. Die cut images, and it helps you build your pages. And I did mine a little bit different, as I said, for the purpose I need it for. Like this has tuck spots in so I could add, whomever can add photos. And then there's this one. And then this page. To me, it's insane to only have space for like one photo on a page. So sometimes I add other elements so that there's room for more than one photo. And there's the other one. And I put the photo mats on just so the person that is going to receive this knows exactly what size photo they need, and they can just cut that out and just slide it right in there. And then there's these two pages. I got some bent corners, unfortunately, but that's okay. And then this one. This one was tricky because you want to be able to place photos in these sections. So I literally had to leave places so you could slide those photos in. even down here. Like I have to be able to get a photo here, up here. Now that circle stays that color. So two photos here and two photos there. So I had to like really think about it when I was adhering everything together because I'm not putting the photos in it. It's going to definitely go to someone else. So, but look at all this other stuff that I have left from this kit. There's so much stuff left and it's great. So that is that. And I love these scrapbook workshops. If you have not gotten your hands, they're very reasonable. If you don't buy the stamps, they're like 30 something dollars. Yes, Winnie the Pooh. That's going to be fun. They're like 30 something dollars. And more than likely with the Pooh kit, I'm probably going to do a class, kind of a retreat. Silly little bear. That's what it's called. So, and I'm guessing others are going to go crazy over it too. So that's my little share for today. And now we want to, and don't forget, get yourself your PDF for the month of um I was going to say November. No. Oh, I know, Xana. I know. I'm hoping that they are going to find ways to get all these things everywhere, but are you getting paper pumpkin now? Are you able to get paper pumpkin? Oh, you're welcome. Um, because that would be awesome. I know they're selling it in Australia. And that was announced for at Onstage. I didn't go to Onstage, but thought that was pretty cool that it's going to be available in other markets. So, all right. So back to this. I need to figure out what paper goes or what yummy embellishments go with this. I know the embellishments are a pack of, oh, they have ladybugs and strawberry slush and all the yummy goodness. And I don't know if they're in front of me. There's a lot of my things in front of me, but I think it's mostly stuff that I got at retreat. So I will look for them. Very unorganized. And again, that's on me. How do we get the PDF? So the PDF is available. Unfortunately, we can't just sell the PDF. You would have to place an order in my online store of $75 um, before tax and shipping, and then you would get the PDF for free. So that is just a perk for, helping me and my sales and stuff like that. So it's just a thank you gift. So I don't know if they'll ever change the way of doing that. um, if there's a way of, if they're gonna change the way we do that, but it really is. It encourages us, honestly, it's encouraging you to get the um product of the month. And then if you purchase, obviously from one of the demonstrators in the group that does the PDF, then you would qualify for that PDF. So my team is going to start getting it for free because I understand we can do that for my team members now. So, all right. So let's play. I know one thing I really want to do, and if I can remember how to do this fold, I have some fun things. Just got to get out my little bag of tricks. And I'm going to poke. I got myself some facial masks. We got strawberry and we got peach. So that'll be fun, right? And I will come to you with a few more projects throughout the week. This is going to be my product of the week is this sweet. Even though it's probably still unavailable, I want to inspire you if you have it. And if you don't, maybe you will want to get your hands on it. So, all right, strawberry facial mask. And I think it's on the back side of that, spoons. See, this is the hard part. What paper do I want to use? Hmm. This is the hard part because using cardstock for this concept might be too difficult. Let me grab a piece just to see what it's going to be like. We'll fold the cardstock first, but I think it's going to be too thick to mess with. And if it is, we're just going to grab a piece of the designer series paper and go from there. So let me grab strawberry slush, which is, sorry, down here on the floor. Why is it on the floor? Because I was playing and packing and doing things yesterday. All right, so no scoring. Can she do it? I should have grabbed my purse because my cheat sheets are in there. I actually think I need to cut this down. Did I do it with a regular piece of paper? Let's grab a piece of computer paper real quick. It's thinner. And if I make a mistake, it doesn't matter. I'm not wasting paper. So, in a sense. Okay. Yes. All right. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to kind of measure to an inch. So we know what an inch is here. We're going to use our grid. We're going to hold that and we're going to fold that straight to the grid of an inch mark and fold that. Okay. So you have a 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. That's what you're going to start out with. Okay. You're going to then bring this over. First, let's find the midpoint. So this is now from this, it's 12. You can't see where I'm measuring. I'm measuring from this point to this point and excluding the diagonal pieces. So it's 12 inches when I measure it down on my grid. Okay. So half of that obviously is 6 inches. So let me, actually, you might be able to see this better with a ruler. So as you can see, we've got 12 inches from this point to this point. And I want to, I don't know if this is going to make a difference. That's the halfway mark. So what I want to do is fold this in, that point reaching that halfway mark. I'm hoping, and this part reaching that halfway mark. Is that right? It's not going in an envelope. It's a 3D project. Keep that in mind. Okay. So we've folded that over to that halfway mark to where the point is meeting that 6-inch piece. And you're going to see that's going to slide right in there. But we're going to adhere these down here. Okay. So we're making cute little pockets. Let's see if we can do this with a piece of cardstock. It may be a little difficult. So, because this cardstock is much thicker. So we've got this lined up to one of these thicker lines on my grid. And I want to bring it over. And I guess what I could do, I want to bring it over to the inch measurement. This is an inch right here from this point to this point, roughly. So we're going to fold this over. It's always hard to fold cardstock, but if we can do it, it will be awesome, right? It's going to work out great if we can get it folded. Varnish that really well. Now again, find your halfway mark. I'm just going to bring it down to my little area here. We've got 6 inches. I'm a little off in where I folded. Now what I'm going to do, there's things falling. Don't worry about it. Oh, welcome to my show. Oh, you're welcome. Now a good way to fold, I'm going to grab my Stampin' Up! One. Now, obviously, if we're folding a 6-inch piece in half, we can come in with our scoring tool just to help us a little bit. And we're going to, all right, so we're at 6 inches, even though it's over. We're ignoring the point, okay? So from 1 to 7 is going to be 6 inches. So half of that is going to be at the 4-inch mark, only because this point, I don't want to fold this over, okay? So we're measuring from this section to 7, because that's where our little tick mark is. So you want to go over 1, 2, 3. So at the 4-inch mark, I'm going to do a little tick. Nope. I'm going to grab my bone folder. Nope. I'm going to grab my piercing. No. Whatever. Scoring tool. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, Hold tight. Just trying to find it. Okay. It's in my bag. 4-inch mark. Now I know it's better to do the folding on a valley or the hill, mountain, fold towards the mountain. So it doesn't really matter where I'm at. So I flipped that back over so I could score it the other way. So I am going to, right? No, I had that right. No, I got it now. All right. I'm folding it towards the other side. So I'm going to score this side. Oops, it skipped out of the thing. That's okay. It's going to get covered. So hopefully you understood that because we fold towards the mountains. Okay. And I think this is the way I buried my other phone folder. Okay. It's going to be very sturdy. And we're going to do that. Fold that over, make sure it's flush to that bottom. So, and now what we want to do is, we want to glue these two pieces down, but first I want to find a piece of paper for in here. And what I'm going to do, and I think I really like the little hearts, right? I think I'm going to find this. And what I'm going to do, we'll have to do some trimming. I want to do the hearts because I don't want them to be at an angle. Nope. I'm going to use this. How's that going to look? Is that going to look good in there? I think so. I really like the hearts. But the purpose is the jam, right? Focusing on the jam. And this color would be great too. All right, so I am going to try to figure out how to piece this all together since I'm doing this out of my head. Some samples in the other room. Okay. We're going to cut part of this off. No, we're not. Guess what I just thought of? Okay. Boom. Grab your Tombow or your tearing tape. I just had a great idea. Add your tearing tape to the base here. You can erase those tick marks. Nobody's going to see them because they're covered. You can erase them or whatever. So we have that. And we are going to grab or take your pick tool. Turn my heater off. Just like that. I'm sweating. Peel this off. Fold this over. Like so. And this over. Now I'm going to want to add some more tearing tape. I should have done. You ready? That's okay. Right here. And you can use Tombow glue if you prefer that, which I might end up doing because I didn't adhere that well enough where I should have. So don't make that mistake. Put your adhesive on before you place this section down. Just pinch that on there. Take off the backing. Sorry, I'm coming in closer to my face so I can see what I'm doing. Peel that backing off, hopefully. Fold over the excess glue and not lay that down. There we go. So not only do you have this pocket, you have this pocket, and you have a pocket back here. You don't necessarily need to put anything in there unless you want to put a little note. You can even honestly tuck this back there and add a card up front, but I want this up in the front. Okay, so you're going to have this cute little pocket for that. But we want to decorate this and we're going to figure out measurements. We're doing this together on the fly. I'm going to take this bracelet off. It is my Serenity Prayer bracelet, but it's tapping on everything. I'm sure it's not very welcoming. Girl, go grab your sample. I know, right? Oh, the struggle can be real at times. All right, we are going to use bits and pieces of the different pinks and maybe grab some strawberries out of the paper and do some fussy cutting. Because I don't have the other stamp set that stamps. Oh, yes, I do. I have strawberries right there. What a big, good grief. All right, here we are. All right, so with that ruler, you have a rectangle here that starts at 1 inch to 2 and 3/4 pencil paper. One, did I say 1 inch? No. Okay. 2 and 3/4 by 4 1/4. So what I'm going to do, because I'm going to tuck that in there, I'm going to tuck more paper in. So I'm going to go about 5 inches. No, we'll do 4, 1/2, and 3. That's going to be my DSP for this section. So let's go ahead and cut that piece. And I am going to cut that out of this piece right here, maybe. No, I'm going to use the hearts, and it doesn't matter what way they lay. So we need a rectangle. That is 4 1/2 by 3. Okay. Grab our Tombow. This first piece of DSP is 4 1/2 by 3. I got googers. And we are going to slide this in. It's hard to see. Sorry if my head's in the way. Oh, that is so not in the right spot. I should have gone a little bit less. Yeah, I'm messing this up. That's okay. We can trim things. I should have gone less to have a border, but no worries. Y'all are going to learn how to make this with mistakes and then do it better than me. This piece here is 1 inch, let's see, 2, again at 2 and 3/4. How funny is that? By 1 1/8. So I really want a border. So what I'm going to do is do 7/8. And so 1/4 inch less than that is 2 1/4, right? Yes. So with that, I'll grab a piece of this. Now I'm going to cut this at 2 1/4. And 7/8. We're going to see what that looks like before I adhere it. I have glue all over my hands. So that gives it too much of a border up there. I don't like that. Sorry. Flubbing up. 2.5. I went, goodness, you guys are probably yelling at me. No, it's 2.5, not 2.5 by 7/8. I didn't do this part with my sample, so my sample would not help me right now. Oh, all right. We are going to add this to this section. So there's a border. I'm going to do something fun there. All right. Okay. I'm going to just add some glue right there. Not yet. Not yet. You're like, oh, what a hot mess she is right now. No way. All right, we're going to do more of this on this corner. But what I want to do is, all right, this is a corner, should be a square. I'm going to cut a square. How long would that square be? 2.5. So 2.5. 4-inch square. I'm going to guess. Oh no, she's guessing. Danger, danger. It's too big. Way too big. I'll tell you when I get there. This is how we make mistakes. This is how I do my math. It's gonna fit. It's gonna fit. If I'm pulling it apart, but I want it to be the same. Yeah, I'm really not doing very well, am I, friends? I want a 3-inch piece. Here's what I'm gonna do. What size is this? Let's do. The struggle is real. I'm going to adhere this and trim it off. How's that grab you? Maybe. Yeah, I'm just struggling. Sorry. I'm just not with it. Hang on. I'm coming. I really do know what I'm doing. Just some days are harder than others. Mm. Oh, well, look at that. Well, would you look at that, how that would work? I just want a triangle. And I'm just working it until it works. Wasting paper, but you know what? We're gonna get this to fit in there. Ripping paper and everything. You know what? Welcome to the blooper show. I really hope you're enjoying this time with me. Let's just glue this down. Hopefully you're not crafting along. Learn from my mistakes. We're going to do something completely different now that I've messed that up. This is why you take time to prep before you start playing. All right, that's going in there. So we've got fun little decorations that you don't even see. Okay, that's going to go in there. I am going to grab my stamps, my dies, all the fun things. And I want some fruit. Sorry, that was a chaotic mess. It's funny because people worry about people having time for certain things, and there are times where I don't even have time to do the things that I need to do. Yikes. It's crazy. You know what? We've got strawberries, and we are going to grab a block because I really should be prepped and ready to go before I come to you and play these little games. So, I really am out of sorts, so bear with me. We're going to stamp this on some white. There may be some tears later, but it'll be okay. Ah, all right. Um, get some ink here. My memento. Give myself some grace, right? How it works. All right, we're going to stamp this here. And I'm going to ink that up again. Stamp another one. May have to fussy cut these out. I'm not sure if I remember if there are dies for this. I'm going to stamp 3 strawberries. We're getting hybrid ink. Hybrid ink is a crossover of Memento and Saison in a sense. And it is, do you want to come in here, babe? And it is going to work with every coloring concept, water-based ink, as well as Stampin' Blends. So that will be fantastic. Let me find my strawberry slush, and I think I will use, what color green is in this paper? Granny apple green? Yes, let's grab Granny apple green. And let's do some coloring. We'll take our dark Granny apple green and we will go along the dark lines in the stem. Take our light, color those in. So pretty. There's a little bit of shading. The only thing is with the hybrid ink that they're developing and making available in the new catalog that's coming out for you all in May, or if your demonstrators pre-order Tuesday, you have to make sure it's dry before you play around with it. Hopefully it's going to lessen the expense of needing 2 different ink pads for coloring techniques, right? There's a good concept. Even if the price of the pad is higher than what you're used to for a stamp pad, it is still going to be helpful because it's like an all-in-one. So It's unavoidable for things to not increase in price. So we roll with the punches. All right. A little outside the line on some of those, but that's okay. And this is strawberry slush. And I think what I'm going to do is kind of come in here and buy those dark dots. I'm going to add dots of the dark strawberry slush. Not sure if that's going to make a difference in my coloring. I do not have a steady hand when it comes to coloring. So what's everyone been up to? Help me get out of my woe is me moment. Tell me. Tell me what you've been up to. What have you been creating? Do you have any other hobbies like sewing and whatnot? Let's just color this with the light. I'm not going to worry about adding the dark. I don't think it did very much. Sometimes it's better to, I might have to, like I said, I think I'm fussy cutting these, but sometimes I think it's better to cut them out if there's a dye. Of course, you're cutting them out. If there's a dye, you're cutting them out first before coloring. That way you're not wasting time coloring if you're off when you cut it. Because sometimes I mess up when I line my dyes up and run it through the stamp cut and emboss machine. Which reminds me, I need to stock up on plates for my stamp cut and emboss machine because those are going up in price. All right, so we've got that. Take a look at our dies wherever I left them. Template out of the way. I spent time sharing what these dies do somewhere. Maybe not. Oh, it's on a separate piece of paper somewhere. All right, so there is a strawberry die. So I should have totally cut those out first and then colored. You know what? Sometimes you just go with it. All right, so I am going to look for some scissors. Totally easy to fussy cut though, I'm saying. And yes, lens leak to the back side. Let's grab our stamp cut and emboss machine. Let's pull in our mini since it's handy. And it's a good idea to cut these apart and do them individually. So I'm going to do that as well. Excuse my reach. And I know I'm going to end up wanting a different plate. But we will try it. So scissors right here. Let's cut these apart before we cut them out. And if you need washi tape or anything to hold them down, you certainly can grab that or your other tape that you could use if you have that. Sorry. You know what I'm saying, I hope. Post-it tape. Looks good. Run that through. Strawberry. Recovering from wonder of on stage. Yay. And making cards. Ah, I hope you had a blast. Did you ever get to meet Celine and all the crew, Robin and all of them? Robin's here with us today watching. And I really hope you did, Maggie. I'm sure you met a lot of people. I'm really glad you got to go. I hope you're feeling better. I know you weren't feeling 100% that first day. So worth going. Hopefully, I am still, you know, hopefully, I am blessed to be able to go to Salt Lake City. It's It's always nice to have that Silver Elite title or above to get your free event, as well as registering early. So since it's a global event, I am not going to hold my breath. I will try to register for that in 2020. It's kind of a dream to go to the home office in Salt Lake City, Utah, where they're going to be having on stage in 2028, I believe in April. So that will be definitely a goal of mine. Where's my little magnetic dish? I don't want to lose these, so I'm just going to tuck those back in here. Okay, got that. Got our 3 strawberries cut out, super cute. Now, since I've kind of hacked that up a little bit, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take some of that strawberry paper I made a mess of and find a way to make it work. And honestly, it's probably just going to be a fresh piece, and I'm going to cover up that stuff here. I'm not sure. I'm struggling with this triangle piece. So, 1 second. I'm just tearing up a piece of paper like crazy. You know what? Sometimes you just buy more. I'm doing 3.5 by 3.5. Nope, 3.25 or 3.25. Yep, that's what I needed. All right, so I'm going to keep that piece out and then measure this. All right, so this is going to go here and it's going to cover, it's not going to cover all the pocket. Okay, we're going to cover some sections here by piecing it together. But what I want to do is keep these pockets so I can stick some other things in. Obviously that pocket is for this. Like I said, you could put it in the back pocket, but I kind of want people to see that. So there's the gift, right? And then I'm going to piece this on here and go from there. So if I want this to be trimmed right there. Where's my ruler? We are drawing lines. And that's where I'm going to trim. Sometimes forget the numbers, draw a line, trim it. Right? Yes. Go back and erase that line. And this is going to go right there. And I know it looks funny, but it's okay. I don't know why I cannot get my act together. Something's going to go there anyway, so it's not going to make a difference. So keep building with me. Grab your eraser, erase your line. I know it seems awkward, but I got you. Promise. Nobody probably will replicate this, but that's okay. I'm very excited. I have a gift for somebody. Now, let's see. I wanted to keep this pocket open, right? But I don't think that's going to be the case. So we're going to just add this here. We're going to do some patchwork stuff. Okay, we've got that. I know you're like, wait a minute, this looks so weird. No, it doesn't. Wait for it. I promise it's going to come together and it's going to look fantastic. So we've got that piece. Now I need, promise. I'm telling you the truth. I need 4.5 by about 3.25. Let's do 3.25. It's not the easiest thing to add designer paper to, but you work it out. All this is going to get covered. It's going to look fine, right? Yes. Should that be a little longer? Yes. I'm going to glue that down. I'm going to put a strawberry here. That's going to cover that. Strawberry there. I'm going to put strawberry there, or a circle there to cover this. And my sentiment's going right there. So we don't have any worries. We're going to draw another line and trim this. I know. I'm sorry. It's crazy. There's no rhyme or reason. Draw a line. Straight line. Right? Let's see. You guys, I'm sorry. I'm like just so not crafty today. Well, sometimes you just lose your mojo. Let's glue that on there. Let's forget about the little marks we made. I introduced myself to Julie DiMatteo. I love her, the paper pixie, and I told her I'd follow her through you. Oh, thank you. Oh, I have to look at your comments. Oh my goodness, I love that. Um, I didn't get to meet them. I met Amy Rich, whom I also follow. She is great. I'm not sure who she is, so I'm gonna have to look her up. You'll have to send me a link to her social. Um, so here we go. I'm just trimming this off. It's going to be edge to edge over on this side. That's awesome. I love Julie. She is just a sweetheart. I was so in awe of meeting her um, at backstage. All right, so we're good. Look at that. I need my eraser. We're going to erase this spot. I should have done that to the other side, but we're good, right? We have these little pieces, but what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to add our strawberries and a circle right up this edge. Add our sentiment here, and we'll be good to go. Okay. Actually, I might just do that and add our sentiment here. I do want to put a circle there. Let's cut out a circle. I'm like all over the place. Don't mind me. Circles. Let's grab circle punches because that's easier, right? We will grab our 2 3/8 circle punch like so. Boom. And our 2-inch, or even better, smaller one. No, 2-inch. I want to kind of see this though. I'm going to do the smaller one. 1 3/4 out of my white paper that I tossed aside. 1 3/4. Boom. Got punches. This project's taking a little longer than I anticipated. I have been on here for an hour and a half. You know what? It's all good. Let's stamp something on here from this. You are the sweetest. Love you very much. Handmade for you. Will that fit on there? No, but it's going to fit on something else. Yes, it is going to fit on there. Oh, all right. Grab another block, and then we're going to move on. I'm going to try and create a card. Spin something. And then I'm going to stay out here and play this afternoon and get some more stuff prepped so I can really share, not be crazed at the moment. I love you guys for being patient with me. You are rock stars. All right. I want to get strawberry slush ink. For my strawberry facial masks. I'm such a goofball. I think I'm going to welcome in I don't want that yet. Seriously welcome in the new stamp pads. So, all right, we are going to stamp homemade for you, meaning the project. Love it. I'm gonna put my glue where it belongs. All right, we're gonna adhere these together. I probably should have lowered that a little bit, but that's okay. I want dimensional. So let's grab those. Scroll back up in case I'm the one missing ones. I will look on and see what products come with this. I do know that I think the paper's on unavailable right now. Maybe the embossing folder, I'm not sure. The embossing folder is the one with the ladybugs and just like the paper, ladybugs and daisies. So I just love this set so much and I just wanted to play with it. So that is going to cover that. Now I'm going to ink the edges because I want it to pop off of there, right? Or no, keep doing what you're doing. Or let me see what color ones I have down here. Probably nothing that coordinates. I have some circles. But I don't have anything that's going to really coordinate. Pre-cut stuff. They highly recommend not doing this. I'm doing it. You just don't want to press hard and you don't want to drag it across. But I just want to give some edging to that to make it pop. Because you can cut your mat or you can cut your ink pad. Okay. This is going to go here. Now I want to make sure that I'm not sticking it to the background or any of that. So I'm only going to add adhesive to the lower portion of this, right? So we've got it where it needs to be. The lower portion, probably about that much. We're going to add that there. See how I'm covering up some of my mistakes? Yes. I'm going to add something there. I don't know what. Doesn't matter. Those wonderful strawberries. And I'm going to take one and add it there. And add another there. One there. See, we're covering up those mistakes. They're not mistakes, they're embellishing opportunities. Yes, my friends. Adhesive. Not even going to know there's anything going on there because I'm going to take another piece of paper and add it right there for real. There's that one. And I'm going to put a dimensional down on the lower portion of this, like so. Adhesive to the top. It's going to partially be on here and partially off. So it's sticking in both places. This one is going to tuck right there. Got strawberries everywhere, right? We don't want it to stick to what is in the package. So we've got that. And now I just need something right there. See, that wasn't so bad. Ah, wasn't so bad. Let's put that away and let's grab a tiny piece of paper. It's gonna look nice there. I just got stuff everywhere. Oh, let's move these over here. Hold tight. Hold, please. Strawberry preserves. Let's fussy cut that out with my paper snips. I knew it would all come together. Sometimes you have to be patient. You don't always get everything when you want it, or at all for that matter. But if you take your time and you think about it, and of course I'm on the fly and I don't like being on the fly. I like to have a plan. So I'm going to dedicate some time in my craft room this week. Um, I have a wonderful week ahead and I'm so excited. This morning, I have to tell you, I went out with friends last night. We went to a local, it's a bison ranch. So it's Mud Creek Bison Ranch. And they have a lot of times I have entertainment and all the things. Look how that worked out. That's covering up my oopses for the most part. We're going to add that right there, but I still need a piece of paper underneath. So I went out with friends to the Bison Ranch and we had a group was there. A group was there. What am I trying to say? And they were playing Irish music and I loved it. Now my jar is going to cover up some of that too. So I'm going to glue this on here, just this section, and I'm going to trim it. And no one's going to know the wiser that I made boo-boos other than watching this video. Okay, we're going to line it right up next to that other one. Make sure that the glue doesn't ooze onto the back side. And let that dry for a second. So, yeah, so we went and watched this Irish band, never seen them. And what's funny is they used to perform in local parks, like just like Square in Hammondsport, and they're called the Town Pants. So I don't know if you've ever heard of this Irish band. This is not cutting straight, but we'll get there. Okay. So there's that. So we've got that. We're going to stick this little strawberry preserves right there. So let me add some adhesive to that and um to the left. So yeah, that was fun. And then we kind of roamed around and I mean I did indulge and had a cocktail and had some wings and there is a point to this story. Hey Sue, you should see this video. It's chaos. Chaos, utter chaos. But you know what? It came together pretty nicely. There is my facial mask. We got strawberry, fresh strawberry facial mask, strawberry preserves, handmade for you. And we're going to find whatever ribbon goes with this and tie some pretty ribbon around it. So I covered oopses, but look how it turned out. Pretty cool, huh? And then you can add a piece of paper on the back later, and you can write out a little sentiment, or you can tuck in a card, which we're going to make cards this week. And I'm actually not going to try and do that today, but I'm going to flip you all around and chat with you for a few minutes. So I hope you enjoyed this. I mean, I'm going to embellish it. I got to find all those things. Um, and let's flip you back around so we can chat for a minute. So anyway, we went to see Town Pants, and they're an Irish band, and I have no idea how um they've been doing this for like 30 years, they said. And thank you. It was a little crazy, Robin, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. And we will do one for the peach because we have peaches in that paper. So we'll do one for the peach. I'm going to pull out big guns and use some retired product for that to get what I need, the pocket I need for that, and that's going to be fun. And uh, so we went to do that, and I had dill garlic wings, and oh, it's raining, very hard. So I had dill garlic wings, and I had them. I love margaritas, and I know I was supposed to be giving up alcohol for Lent. I'm sorry. It was fun night, and then we went to Bath and whatever, and hung out there, and it was just a really fun night. I laughed so hard with all of them as they were sharing stories of, it's new friends that I met through my friend Jen, and just it was just a good time. So we did that last night, and I don't know where I was going with that, but this morning I woke up and I had a terrible upset stomach. And that's where I was going with that. Terrible upset stomach. Like, really thought I was going to get sick. And TMI, I know. Um, but I knew I really wanted to go to church this morning. I didn't let it get me. I didn't let it get me. I mean, I was worried. So I went to town, got around. Maddie stopped over to get a few things here, and I got around. I laid around this morning. I didn't do anything, which is part of why I wasn't prepared this morning, or this afternoon. But I was, so then I got around after Maddie stopped over, and I don't know, something came over me. I started feeling better. So I got to town a little early. I went and had a bagel and a cappuccino, which I thought would really tear up my stomach. But this cappuccino, it was so good. So good. Usually I get a latte from Crooked Lake when I go. It's the Crooked Lake ice cream parlor, right on the square in Hammondsport. And it's right near the church that I've started to go to. And it was perfect. It was a perfect thing, not so much the coffee. The bagel was the perfect thing to settle my stomach. And it was, I walked through the doors in that church, and it's just, I don't know, I'm touched. I'm not afraid to sit there and sob. None of the things. It's just miraculous. It's just so, it's refreshing. And I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, but God had a plan, and everything in your life leads you to where you're supposed to be. I'm a true believer of that. So I enjoyed church this morning. So I'm really grateful that you all are so accommodating to my new time on Sundays. I may have Sundays be my day of rest. I'm not sure what, my filming is going to veer towards, but I love sharing my time with you when I can, whenever I can. So, like I said, I will make less promises and do more. So here we are. I enjoyed this, and I hope, regardless of all my mishaps with this, that you truly enjoyed this. This little facial mask I got from the Dollar Tree, so $1.25, as well as the peach one. So, yeah, you can pick those up. If you're a little skeptical about ingredients and gifting something to someone because you're not sure if they have any like allergies to certain ingredients and product, like facial product and skin stuff, certainly you want to be cautious with that. But it sure is perfect for this product bundle, this sweet collection. So again, I hope you enjoyed this time with me because I know I did with you. Many Stampin' Blessings, and I will be talking to you very soon. I will see you Thursday, if not sooner. Thursday for yeah, Caffeinate and Create. And then Friday is supposed to be my Paper Pumpkin PJ party, but there may be some swaying of schedules. Don't know because there's surprise coming this week. So, I will have some organizational tips. I got some new stuff, and we're going to organize all those crazy kit boxes I have laying around to downsize so I have more space for other things. So, you are welcome. I appreciate you. It's educational and important to see. It is. I mean, honestly, the whole creative process, you don't know if things are going to work out unless you have a complete plan. Yeah, it's very entertaining. It's okay. It worked. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful week ahead. I cannot wait to see you again. If you have questions or comments, please leave them. And again, remember that YouTube comments don't stay during my lives. So if you want something, have questions, please come back and comment in the YouTube or Facebook. Facebook, those comments stay, but my YouTube ones don't when I'm live. So come back and let me know or private message me. I'm always happy to chat with you. So, all right, everyone. Bye for now.